A day to remember. It was a bright, sunny Saturday morning, the kind of day that felt too beautiful to waste indoors. Mia decided to take Liam to the city center for a small treat. It was her way of rewarding him for being so well behaved while she adjusted to her new job. At a quaint little cafe with outdoor seating, Mia sipped on her coffee while Liam devoured his chocolate milk and a flaky pie. The bustling square was alive with chatter, the hum of street performers, and the scent of freshly baked pastries. For the first time in what felt like forever, Mia felt at ease. As she took another sip of her coffee, Liam suddenly tugged on her sleeve. "Mommy," he whispered excitedly, his eyes wide. "That's Ethan." "Ethan?" Mia asked, confused. Liam pointed at the table behind them, where a familiar, broad-shouldered figure sat with his back to them. Before Mia could process the situation, Ethan turned slightly, catching Liam's eager gaze. "Hey, buddy," Ethan said with a grin, standing and walking over. "Mia, what a coincidence." Mia blinked, startled by the unexpected meeting. "Ethan, hi." Ethan didn't hesitate, pulling up a chair and sitting next to them. "Mind if I join you?" Um, Yay, Liam exclaimed before Mia could respond, earning a laugh from Ethan and a resigned smile from Mia. "What brings you two out here?" Ethan asked, leaning back comfortably. "Just treating Liam to some pie and chocolate," Mia said, trying to keep her tone neutral. "Nice. Best cafe for it," Ethan said. "Their coffee's pretty great, too." Liam, oblivious to his mother's discomfort, beamed. "Mommy said we're going horse riding after this. Have you ever been horse riding, Ethan?" Ethan's eyes lit up. "I have, actually. It's a lot of fun." "Do you want to come with us?" Liam asked, his excitement bubbling over. "Liam," Mia said quickly, her voice slightly stern, "Ethan probably has plans." She looked at Ethan, hoping he'd take the polite out. But Ethan shook his head, smiling. "Actually, I'm free, and I'd love to come." "You don't have to," Mia started, but Ethan cut her off with a wave of his hand. "I insist. Besides, I like horse riding. Haven't done it in a while. This will be fun." A short drive later, they arrived at the local riding stables. The air was fresh, and the wide open fields stretched endlessly under the sun. Liam squealed with excitement as they approached the horses, his small hand clutching Mia's tightly. The stable hand helped Liam onto a gentle, chestnut-colored horse, and Ethan volunteered to guide it, walking alongside and keeping Liam laughing with silly commentary. "Wow, Liam, I think this horse likes you," Ethan said, pretending to translate the horse's neighs. "He says you're his new best friend." Liam giggled uncontrollably, his joy infectious. Mia watched from the sidelines, her heart swelling. Ethan had an ease about him, a natural charm that seemed to draw Liam in effortlessly. "Mia!" Ethan called, motioning for her to join them. "Your turn." "Oh no," Mia said, shaking her head. "I'm fine watching." "Come on, Mom," Liam urged. "It's so fun." Ethan gave her an encouraging grin. "Don't tell me you've never ridden a horse before." "I have," Mia admitted, though she hesitated. "Then let's go," Ethan said. He led a sleek black horse over to her, gesturing for her to climb on. With a mix of nerves and reluctance, Mia allowed Ethan to help her mount the horse. Once she was settled, Ethan swung up in front of her, taking the reins. "Ready?" he asked, glancing over his shoulder. "Not really," Mia muttered, gripping the saddle tightly. As the horse began to trot gently, Mia wobbled slightly, and instinctively her hands flew to Ethan's waist. "Lean on me," he said softly, his voice steady and reassuring. After a moment's hesitation, she did, her cheek brushing lightly against his back. He smelled faintly of cedar and fresh rain, and she felt her nerves start to ease. "See? Not so bad," Ethan said with a laugh. "I guess not," Mia admitted, a small smile creeping onto her lips. Liam cheered from the next field, waving enthusiastically. Ethan waved back, his deep laugh rumbling through his chest. For a brief moment, Mia let herself relax, soaking in the warmth of the sun, the sound of Liam's laughter, and the unexpected comfort of Ethan's presence. After the ride, the three of them sat on a nearby bench, sipping lemonade and enjoying the gentle breeze. "That was amazing," Liam exclaimed. Can we do it again sometime? Ethan ruffled his hair. Of course, buddy. Anytime your mom says it's okay. Mia gave Ethan a pointed look. We'll think about it. Fair enough, Ethan said with a grin. But I had a great time. Thanks for letting me tag along. Thanks for coming, Mia said softly. They walked back to the car together, the atmosphere light and filled with easy conversation. When they reached their building, Ethan knelt down to Liam's level. Hey, Liam, if you ever want to do this again, you know where to find me, Ethan said, smiling. Okay, Liam said, hugging him quickly before running into the apartment. Mia lingered for a moment, glancing at Ethan. Thanks for today. Liam really enjoyed it. So did I, Ethan said, his tone warm but sincere. See you around, Mia. That night, after Mia had freshened up and tucked Liam into bed, she lay on her own bed, staring at the ceiling. The day replayed in her mind, the sound of Liam's laughter, the feeling of the horse beneath her, and, most vividly, the warmth of leaning against Ethan. A small, unexpected smile tugged at her lips. She couldn't deny it. The day had been perfect. For the first time in a long time, she felt something she hadn't allowed herself to feel in years. Hope. Mixed signals. The weeks rolled by, and a sense of routine formed between Mia and Ethan. They bumped into each other at the elevator or in the parking garage, their conversations always light and easy. Ethan would ask her about work, her son, and sometimes even tease her gently about their horse-riding adventure. She found herself smiling more often than she intended during these encounters, though she still kept him at arm's length. Sometimes Ethan would knock on her door, toolbox in hand, offering to fix a loose cabinet or a squeaky hinge. She always let him in, secretly appreciating his help, though she made sure to keep their interactions friendly and nothing more. One evening, after helping her unclog the kitchen sink, Ethan wiped his hands on a towel and leaned against the counter. You know, Mia, he began, his tone careful, we've been spending a lot of time together lately. How about we make it official and go out for dinner? Just the two of us. Mia froze for a moment, her guard instantly rising. She had known this moment might come, but wasn't prepared for how it made her heart race. Ethan, she said softly, turning to face him, I appreciate everything you've done, really, but I think we should just stay friends. Ethan's smile faltered, though he recovered quickly. Friends, huh? He tilted his head, studying her. I don't mind being your friend, Mia, but you can't fault me for hoping for more. She looked away, guilt swirling in her chest. I'm just not ready. My focus is on Liam, on work, on building a stable life for us. I don't have room for anything else. Ethan nodded slowly, his eyes searching hers for a long moment. All right, I get it. Friends it is. He forced a grin. But you can't blame me if I'm the best friend you've ever had. Despite herself, Mia chuckled. I'll hold you to that. The dynamic shifted slightly after that. Ethan still offered his help, still stopped to chat when they crossed paths, but there was a subtle distance now. He didn't push, and Mia told herself it was for the best. But everything changed one evening. Mia was cleaning up after dinner when she heard a soft laugh coming from the hallway. It wasn't Ethan's laugh, but a woman's. She paused, her brow furrowing. She hadn't noticed anyone moving into the apartment next to Ethan's, but now there was definitely a feminine voice floating through the thin walls. Curious, she stepped into the hallway and cracked her door open just enough to peek outside. Her breath caught. Ethan was standing outside his door, talking with a woman. She was beautiful, tall, with flowing blonde hair and an effortless grace that made Mia feel oddly self-conscious. The two of them were laughing, the kind of laughter shared by people who knew each other well. And then the woman hugged him, her arms looping casually around his neck as if it was the most natural thing in the world. Mia's stomach twisted in a way she didn't expect. Jealousy. She quickly closed her door, leaning against it as her mind raced. Why do I care? She asked herself. We're just friends. In the days that followed, Mia found herself avoiding Ethan. Whenever she saw him in the hallway or at the parking garage, she made an excuse to look busy, offering only polite hellos before hurrying away. When he knocked on her door to talk or ask about Liam, she kept the conversation short, standing in the doorway and never inviting him inside. Ethan noticed, of course. One afternoon, he leaned against her doorframe, a puzzled expression on his face. "Hey, Mia, did I do something wrong?" She shook her head quickly. "Number, why would you think that?" "Because you've been distant lately." "I've just been busy," she said with a small shrug, avoiding his eyes. "Work and Liam, you know how it is." Ethan studied her for a moment, clearly not convinced. "If you say so," he said finally, though the disappointment in his voice was hard to miss. Every day, Mia heard the woman's voice drifting from Ethan's apartment, her laugh echoing in the quiet hallway. She caught glimpses of the two of them together through her window, talking, smiling, always comfortable in each other.
Company. She told herself it didn't matter. Ethan had his own life, and she had hers. But deep down, she couldn't shake the ache in her chest. It didn't help that Liam adored Ethan. Whenever Ethan passed by, Liam would rush to greet him, excitedly talking about his day or asking when they could go horseback riding again. "Not today," Mia would interject firmly, ushering Liam back inside. "But, Mom." "Liam, I said no." Ethan, sensing her unease, began pulling back as well. He stopped suggesting outings, stopped lingering for chats, and focused on his own life. One evening, as Ethan was walking into his apartment, he found Mia standing at the end.